कहाँ से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो। गुणों के महादानी बनो, गुणों के महादानी बनो। प्रभु के प्यारे सबके सहारे, प्रभु के प्यारे सबके सहारे। शिव समान कल्याणी बनो, शिव समान कल्याणी बनो। दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो। मन से शक्ति दान करो, वाणी से वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो।
Om Shanti. Today is 29th January 2023. The original revised date is 2nd December 1993. In which Baba says how we have to become a great donor, and Baba has given this teachings today. Baba's praise is the unlimited mother and father, the bestower, Dilwala, the comforter of heart, the unlimited mother and father, the bestower, the comforter of heart, and Karavanhar. And there are many praises. The main thing is we have to become a great donor. We have to become unbroken great donor. Baba looks at our specialities, and within the specialities, Baba sees that we have to become knowledgeable and self-sovereign, unbroken destroyers of obstacles. We are anyway the great donors. And special children are a handful from a multi-million. We can do service through the mind, through words, and thirdly through actions. We have to give sakash to the whole world through the mind, explain knowledge through words, and imbibe divine virtues in actions. There are majority who are giving knowledge through their mouths. Have to do service through the mind, and we have to donate the divine virtues through actions. But we have to become the garland of victory. We have to become unbroken great donor. And the second importance, Baba says, you are having all the divine virtues. And these divine virtues are elevated God's offering.
तो ऐसे ही हमें अभी ये प्रसाद हमें खूब बांटना
We have to distribute this prasad, God's offering, to everyone.
है। इस संगम युग में हम
And then Baba says, at the confluence age, we have our aim. We have to become angels, then deities.
सहज रीति से
Very easily we have to become this.
दाता के बच्चे हैं।
We are the children of the bestower.
बच्चे दाता के बच्चे जो 3 बातें कही है तो उसमें हम बहुत अटेंशन
The three things which had been explained now, we have to pay attention through pure attitude, through pure feeling,
शक्तियों के द्वारा
through powers.
सहयोग औरों को दें
We have to give cooperation to others. To give donation means to give cooperation to others. These are the elevated aspects that Baba has told today. First, we have to become the images of divine virtues, and then we have to become an sample, and in a very simple way, we have to donate the divine virtues to others.
बाबा के शब्दों में सुनेंगे।
We will now listen from Baba's version, 29 January 2023. The headline of today's Murli is, in order to be number one, become an embodiment of virtues, a great donor who donates virtues. We have to become number one, have to become embodiment of virtues, a great donor, and donate virtues.
आज बेहद के माता पिता
Today, the unlimited mother and father
और के विशेष बच्चों को देख रहे थे।
are looking at the special children in all 4 directions. What specialities are seen?
अखूट ज्ञानी
Which children are constantly knowledgeable?
अटल स्वराज्य अधिकारी
Which children have claimed a right to the unchangeable kingdom of self-sovereignty?
निर्विघ्न
Are constantly free from obstacles, constant yogis,
और पांचवा है इसमें
and constantly great donors.
तो वो हम हैं ये 5 बातें हमें चाहिए।
We have to check whether we are having all these 5 things.
कोटों में कोई बने हुए हैं
Only a handful of souls out of multi-millions have become such special souls. You have all become knowledgeable, yogis, and great donors. We have attained knowledge, we remember Baba, we have become yogis, we have become great donors, but we have to become unbroken great donors. But only a few have become these constantly.
खजाना दे ही रहे हैं।
Baba is giving all the treasures.
अटल और अखंड है
Those who are unending, unchangeable, and constant.
अखूट अटल और अखंड
Those who are unending, unchangeable, and constant can become the victorious jewels of the rosary of victory. When we are having these specialities, we can become the victorious jewels of the rosary of victory.
सभी बच्चों
At the confluence age,
को भव का वरदान दिया है।
Bab Dada gives every child the blessings of remaining unchangeable and constant.
तो ये वरदान बाबा ने हमें दिया है।
Baba has given us these blessings. We are multi-million fold fortunate.
जीवन में सदा धारण करने में बच्चे क्या बन जाते हैं नंबर 1
But the children become number wise in constantly imbibing these blessings in their lives.
वो भी सदा धारण करने में 2 बातें हैं इसमें अखंड भी है और सदा भी।
There are 2 things in this. in which Baba says you have to become constant and a great donor. The easiest way to become number one is to become a constantly great donor. To be a constantly great donor means to be a constant, easy server.
सहज सेवाधारी अखंड महादानी अर्थात निरंतर सहज सेवाधारी
To be a constantly great donor means to be a constant, easy server.
तो निरंतर सहज सेवाधारी क्योंकि सहज ही निरंतर
Because only those who are easy can be constant.
अखंड सेवाधारी अर्थात अखंड महादानी
To be a constant server means to be a constantly great donor.
अखंड सेवाधारी माना ही हम निरंतर
To be a constant server means to be a constantly great donor.
क्योंकि सहज ही निरंतर हो सकता है तो अखंड सेवाधारी अर्थात अखंड महादानी
To be a constant server means to be a constantly great donor.
सर्व खजानों से संपन्न
You are the children of the bestower.
दाता के हुक्म जी
We are the children of the bestower. We have the self-respect.
और हम संपन्न श्रेष्ठ आत्माएं हैं खजानों से
We are full with all treasures.
निशानी है अखंड महादानी
You are the children of the bestower. You are the elevated souls who are full of all treasures. The sign of being full is to be a constantly great donor. You are not able to stay without donating for even a second.
कितने भी बड़े दानी हो अखूट खजाने के दानी नहीं
Many devotee souls have also become donor souls from the copper age. But no matter how great they are in donating, they have not become donors of the unlimited treasures. They become donors of perishable treasures and things. At the confluence age, you elevated souls become unending and constantly great donors.
समय के प्रबल दानी है
There is a question mark. Ask yourself, are you constantly a great donor?
चांस
Or are you a donor according to the time? Or are you a donor according to the chances you receive? So, which are you out of these three? Check yourself.
वो तीन प्रकार से दान करने में बिजी रहे
Constantly great donors remain busy all the time in donating in three ways. The first donation is that of giving powers with the mind. The second donation is that of giving knowledge with words. And the third donation is that of virtues with actions. Those who give these three types of donation, what they can become?
वो बन सकते हैं सहज महान
They can easily become great donors. There is no difficulty,
ऑटोमेटिक होता रहेगा
no effort you have to make. Automatically it takes place.
है बहुत ईजी हो जाता है जो संस्कार हमारे हो जाते हैं
Very easily it becomes our sanskars.
वाणी द्वारा ज्ञान दान मेजोरिटी करते रहते हैं
However, the result is that the majority of you continues to donate knowledge with words and you donate powers with your mind according to your capacity. But there are very few who donate virtues with actions.
कैसे करते हैं यथाशक्ति करते हैं
According to the power, they do service through the mind. Majority of them, they relate Baba's knowledge to others and then have to imbibe, donate virtues. And Baba says there are very few who donate virtues with actions. At the present time, both types of souls, whether non-Jnani or Brahmins, have a need of the donation of virtues. At the present time, Especially intensify this method for yourself and also for the Brahmin family. The more you have to donate virtues. These divine virtues are the most elevated Prabhu Prasad, holy food blessed by God. So now distribute this prasad a great deal. When you meet someone, the sign of your love for others is that you offer that one some toli. You all like toli, do you not? In the same way, feed one another the toli of virtues. When we give toli to one another, they become very happy. By using this method, the aim of the confluence age, which is that of an angel becoming a deity, will easily be revealed in everyone. Constantly keep this practice in your awareness. I, a child of the bestower, am a constantly great donor. Our self-respect is I am a children of the bestower. I am a constantly great donor. You have to donate to non-Jnani souls and Brahmin souls. But Brahmin souls already have knowledge anyway, and so you can become donors in two ways. Firstly, give whatever power a soul needs with your mind. That is, donate the powers to them. That is, give them cooperation with a pure attitude and through vibrations. Secondly, constantly be an embodiment of virtues with your actions in your practical life. Become a visible sample and easily give others cooperation by donating virtues to them. This is known as the donation of virtues. To donate means to cooperate, because nowadays instead of listening, Brahmin souls wish to see some practical proof. Whenever you give anyone guidance to imbibe power within himself or to imbibe virtues, then some have the thought within their hearts, and some even say, who has become such an embodiment of virtues? They wish to see the practical proof of that. They don't just want to hear something. You say to one another, who has become this? We have seen everyone. And one becomes slack in making effort. We have to follow Brahma Baba. Who is our role model? Not this one or that one. We shouldn't look at them. When something comes up, you say, well, no one has become this as yet. Everything is okay. However, these are words of carelessness. They are not accurate words. What is accurate? To follow Father Brahma. Father Brahma constantly considered himself to be an instrument example, and he made the same a constantly practical qualification. Whoever takes on the responsibility is Arjuna, that is, those who make themselves the instruments to become the practical proof for Arjuna, that is, they become number one. If you wish to follow the Father, you will not become number one by looking at others. You cannot look at anyone else. Instead, you will be number wise. You will not become number one by looking at others. Instead, you will be number wise. The sign of a number one soul is that he will consider himself to be an instrument in every elevated task. We have to always consider that I am an instrument to be a sample in order to make it simple for others. I have to make myself an example. I have to become a sample. Baba says you have to make everything simple. The one who will be having the virtue of simplicity, simplicity is the beauty of all values. Make everything simple and be a sample. To look at someone else, whether senior, junior or equal to you, even to look at another one and think, when that one becomes this, I will become this. Then that one has already become number one. Once Brother Jagdish had taken class in Gyan Sarovar. In one of the conferences he spoke, we should never make anyone as our role model. We only have to follow the Father. No human beings have to become our role model. When that one becomes this, I will become this, then that one has already become number one. You automatically then come in the list of those who are number wise. So a constantly great donor keeps himself busy at every second in donating in any one of the three ways. We have to become unbroken great donors. He is constantly engaged in doing service according to the time. He does not have any time to listen to or see anything wasteful. So have you become such great donors? Baba is asking, so have you become such great donors? Now underline this. Have you become constant? If whilst being a bestower, there is a break again and again, then that which is broken cannot be called complete. So at the present time, you need to become bestowers of virtues by performing special action. You need to become bestowers of virtues by performing special action. Let each of you think you constantly have to perform the special task of becoming an embodiment of virtues and make others into embodiments too. So let each one of you consider yourself to be a number one instrument. To use this method in order to finish any weaknesses in yourself and others, and to continue to move forward. You have a lot of knowledge, but now let the virtues emerge. Be an example of becoming full of all virtues and also make others this. Be an example of becoming full of all virtues and also make others this. Acha. To the constant yogi souls, to the souls who are constantly the embodiment of all virtues, to the special souls who are great donors and cooperative souls at every second and in every thought, to those who become samples in being elevated and are simple examples to inspire others, To those who consider themselves to be number one instruments, to those who consider themselves to be number one instruments, and who give the practical proof of that to the souls who are similar to the Father, love, remembrance and namaste from Bab Dada.
दादी जानकी से मुलाकात, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, सिंगापुर आदि के चक्कर का समाचार सुनाया और सबकी बात दी।
Dadi Janki arrived in Madhuban after her tour of Australia, Singapore and Malaysia. Everyone's remembrance has reached here. The children from all four directions are constantly in front of the Father. The practical proof of this is that whenever you remember the Father, you experience Him to be close to you and with you. You say Baba with your heart, and the Comforter of hearts becomes present in front of you. Baba is a Dilaram, the Comforter of hearts. This is why it is said that the Lord is present in front of you. He is ever present in front of you. Wherever you are, whoever you are with, He becomes present in front of everyone. This is why the Lord is ever present in front of you. People cannot understand this system of love. Only Brahmin souls know this. Those who have experienced this know of this experience. All of you special souls are combined anyway, are you not? You cannot be separated. Dadi Gulzar would give an example. Wherever we go, we don't leave our hand. We are combined. We never forget it. So Baba is also with us. He is combined. All of you special souls are combined anyway. Are you not? You cannot be separated. People say, wherever I look, I only see you. Whereas you say, whatever I do, wherever I go, the Father is with me. That is, wherever I go, you are there. We say that wherever I go, you are there. Just as your task is with you, so too the one who inspires you to perform the task is also constantly with you. This is why he is remembered as Karan Karavan Har. So you are combined, are you not? We are Karan Har. That is our self-respect. The one who does and the one who inspires. So what is the stage of all of you? It is combined, is it not? The one who inspires is constantly with the one who does. The one who inspires is not separated from you. This is known as the combined stage. All of you are playing your very good parts of being samples in front of other souls and making it simple for them. It feels like that, does it not? To make that which is difficult easy is to follow the Father. It is like this, is it not? You played a good part, did you not? Wherever special actors are, they cannot stay without playing special parts. This is fixed in the drama. Acha, it is very good to tour around. You toured around and then came back to your sweet home. A tour of doing service is a special tour for giving special zeal and enthusiasm to other souls. When we do service, we have zeal and enthusiasm. And whosoever service we do, they will also have zeal and enthusiasm. Everything is all right, is it not? Everything is good. The destiny of the drama definitely pulls you. Even if you want to stay here, if it is not in the drama, what can you do? Even if you think about it, you still have to go. It is destined in the destiny of service and it enables its own task to be carried out. The system is of coming and going. Acha, the gathering is good.
इसके बाद अब एक बाप दादा की पर्सनल मुलाकात,
Personal meetings with Avyak Bab Dada
प्यार का अनुभव करने के लिए
in order to experience God's love.
न्यारे पर
Be detached from the waves of sorrow.
बाप दादा के संगम पर
At the confluence age, Bab Dada has given you many treasures,
ही खजानों में से श्रेष्ठ खजाना
and of all of these treasures, the most elevated treasure of all is the treasure of constant happiness. There are no nourishment other than happiness. So, this treasure of happiness always stays with you, does it not? You children are the fortunate of happiness.
तो ये खुशी का खजाना सदा साथ रहता है,
So, this treasure of happiness always stays with you, does it not? No matter what situations come, your happiness cannot leave. When a situation of any waves of sorrow comes, do you remain happy even then, or are there some waves?
की लहर से तो हमें क्या बन जाना है, न्यारे बन जाना है।
You have to detach from the waves of sorrow. Shouldn't cause sorrow, shouldn't take sorrow.
तो बाबा ने कहा था कि बच्चे 50% बराबर चलते हैं,
Baba says 50% children walk, but 50% children take sorrow.
भी थोड़ी लहर आ जाती है, पूछते हैं बाबा कृष्ण
Baba is questioning, do you remain happy even then, or are there some waves? This is because you are at the confluence age, are you not? So one side is the land of sorrow, and on the other side is the land of happiness. So some situations or waves of sorrow will come in front of you. We have to accumulate the treasure of happiness, only then we will be able to distribute the happiness to others.
की बातें सुनने में
But those waves of sorrow mustn't cause you any sorrow inside.
कहा जाता है न्यारा
For instance,
प्यारा,
in the hot season there will be hot weather, but it is up to you to protect yourself. So you will hear of situations of sorrow, but do not let them influence your heart.
कि कितने न्यारे बने हैं, जितना न्यारा बनते आते
This is why it is said, be detached and loved by God.
सहज
Only when you are detached from waves of sorrow will you be loved by God. To the extent that you are detached, you will accordingly be loved. Check yourself to see how much detached you are.
कितने प्यारे थे, बाबा की दृष्टि देते दोनों का
In the corporeal form, Baba himself was detached and loving.
दे रहे हैं, बच्ची बच्ची कह रहे हैं
Baba says, children, children.
कि बाबा न्यारे भी हैं,
And at the same time, we used to feel that Baba is detached.
जो और
This love is God's love.
जितना प्राप्त
To the extent that you are detached, you will accordingly easily continue to experience God's love. In 1963 and 64, we used to sit in History Hall. Baba used to finish the Murli. Baba used to give drishti to everyone.
अभी नहीं तो कभी भी नहीं हो सकता, और थोड़ा सा समय ये परमात्मा प्यार
So daily check how detached and how loved you are, because this is God's love and it cannot be received in any other age. However much you want to receive, it can only be received now.
हमारी उम्र है एज है, तो इसलिए हमें फुल्ली यूटिलाइज करना चाहिए समय।
According to our age, we have to benefit time, we have to utilize full time.
दुनिया वाले खुशी के लिए कितना समय संपत्ति खर्च करते हैं, कहाँ हिल स्टेशन ये वो सब जाते हैं।
People of the world spend so much time and wealth in order to experience happiness. whereas you have easily received the treasure of imperishable happiness.
कुछ खर्चा किया गया
Did you spend anything?
की खुशी है, एकदम अनलिमिटेड खुशी है।
We have unlimited happiness.
के आगे खर्च करने की वस्तु है ही
What else is there that you would spend in front of happiness? So continue to sing these songs of happiness. I have attained what I wanted to. You will all say together, I have attained what I wanted to.
तो जब कोई चीज मिल जाती है तो खुशी में नाचते रहते
You have attained it,
हैं, को भी ये खुशी बांटते
have you not?
मेरे बाबा ने वोट बांटने के लिए
When you receive something, you dance in happiness. Continue to share this happiness with others. The more you share, the more it increases, because to share means to increase. Let anyone who comes into connection with you experience your being happy because you have elevated attainments. People in the world have sorrow all the time, whereas you have happiness all the time. To give happiness to someone who is unhappy is the greatest of all charity. So have all of you become free from obstacles and are flying ahead, or do little obstacles stop you? It is the duty of obstacles to come, and it is your duty to become victorious. Today Baba says your aim is to become number one. We have to be unbroken great donors. Since the obstacles are doing their work so well, you Master Almighty authorities must also remain constantly successful in your task of being victorious. Very well, we have to give donation of happiness to everyone. Always remember, we are the souls who are destroyers of obstacles. You experience in a practical way the memorial of being a destroyer of obstacles. Do you not? Acha. Secondly, in order to make your stage unshakable, remember your title of a Master Almighty Authority. Do you experience yourselves to be always full of all treasures? That is, to be souls who are always full? You have to be full of all treasures. To be souls who are always full. The sign of those who are full is that they remain unshakable, they do not fluctuate. To the extent that something is empty, there will accordingly be that much upheaval. Any type of upheaval, whether of thoughts, words, relationships, or connections, if there is any type of upheaval, it shows that you are not full of all treasures. Be unshakable in your thoughts and even in your dreams. The more you remain aware that your form of a Master Almighty Authority has emerged, the more this upheaval will become merged. Let the awareness of being a Master Almighty Authority emerge in a practical way. Just as the occupation of your body remains emerged, it doesn't become merged. In the same way, let the occupation of Brahmin life remain emerged. If anybody asks you what are you doing, you will instantly tell them. In the same way, let the occupation of Brahmin life remain emerged. So check, does it remain emerged or does it become merged? When it remains emerged, The sign of that is you feel intoxication in every action you perform, and others will experience you to be powerful souls. This is called being unshakable and beyond upheaval. Achalgar is your memorial, home of stability. So always remember your occupation. Our self-respect. I am a Master Almighty Authority. Because all souls are nowadays extremely weak, and weak souls need power. Who will give them power? Those who are Master Almighty Authorities are themselves, the ones with all powers. When you meet other souls, what things do they share with you? They only tell you about their weaknesses, do they not? They are unable to do what they really want to do, and so the result of this is that they are weak. Whereas you put into practice whatever thoughts you have. So the sign of Master Almighty Authorities is that their thoughts and their actions will be the same. It would not be that they have very elevated thoughts, but when it comes to performing actions, they are unable to have those elevated thoughts. This is not called being a Master Almighty Authority. We create thoughts and perform actions, but both should be together and both should be one. So check, are the elevated thoughts you have also put into practice, or are you unable to do that? The sign of a Master Almighty Authority is that whenever a particular power is needed, that power is used at that time. Or is it that it comes a little later after you have invoked it? Is it that it comes a little later after you have invoked it? Is it that it is remembered after that situation has passed? It shouldn't have been like that, but like this. This means it was not used at that time of need. Just as your physical organs are able to follow your orders, you can use your hands when and however you want. In the same way, let these subtle powers be so much under your control that you are able to use whatever power you want when you want. So, do you have such controlling power? Do you have such controlling power? You don't think I didn't want to do that, but it happened, do you? So, constantly check your controlling power. So, what is the main thing today? Today, Baba is speaking about powers. Continue to become powerful. Are all of you in the flying stage, or are some of you in the ascending stage and others in the flying stage? Or is it sometimes the flying stage, sometimes the ascending stage, and sometimes the stage of simply walking? Does it keep changing, or is it moving forward constantly? When any obstacle comes, how long does it take you to become victorious? Does it take time? This is because you are knowledgeful, are you not? You also have knowledge of the obstacles. When you use your power of knowledge, the obstacles will not attack you, but will be defeated. This is called being a Master Almighty Authority. This is called being a master almighty authority. So this occupation must emerge at Amrit Vela, and then you have to check throughout the day. Acha, blessing.
सहन शक्ति का कवच पहन संपूर्ण स्टेज को भरने वाले
May you be a conqueror of obstacles
स्टेज को भरने
and marry your complete stage. That is, attain your complete stage by wearing your armor of the power of tolerance.
अपनी संपूर्ण स्टेज को भरने
In order to marry,
प्राप्त करने के लिए
that is, to attain your complete stage,
अलबेलेपन के नाज नखरों को छोड़
renounce any childish games of carelessness. Renounce any childish games of carelessness and become strong with the power of tolerance. And become strong with the power of tolerance.
सर्व विघ्नों से बचने का कवच है
The power of tolerance is the armor with which to protect yourself from all obstacles.
बचने का कवच
The power of tolerance is the armor with which to protect yourself from all obstacles. When you do not wear this armor, you become delicate. When you do not wear this armor, you become delicate. You then tell the Father the things He has told you.
पाप को भी सुनाते हैं कभी बहुत उमंग उत्साह में रहते
Sometimes you have a lot of zeal and enthusiasm, and at other times, the opposite of it, you become disheartened.
दिल शिकस्त हो जाते हैं
You become disheartened.
अब इस उतरने चढ़ने की सीढ़ी को छोड़ अब इस उतरने चढ़ने की सीढ़ी को छोड़
Now leave this ladder of climbing up and down
तो सब
and constantly have zeal and enthusiasm, and your complete stage will then come close to you.
आ जाएगी नई बात है वरदान से हमें विघ्नचित बनना है
We have to become the destroyer of obstacles. We have to use the armor of tolerance, and only then we can acquire our complete stage.
और दूसरी इसमें महत्व की बात है वरदान में कि हमें उमंग उत्साह में रहना
And the other main thing is we have to remain in zeal and enthusiasm,
सावधान
and we have to be very cautious. Slogan:
की शक्ति से
to have mercy on many souls with the powers of remembrance and service is to be merciful.
सेवा की शक्ति से
To have mercy on many souls with the powers of remembrance and service is to be merciful. We will remember the slogan: to have mercy on many souls with the powers of remembrance and service is to be merciful.
आज का व्यक्त इशारा
The point to become Avyakt, 29th January.
वैसी परिस्थिति बनाने
In order to create a stage as the stage you want, you should make the drill of the mind.
एक सेकंड
In order to create a stage as the stage you want, you should make the drill of the mind. Come into sound in a second, then go beyond sound in a second.
शारीरिक
In a second, become physically aware of the task,
सेकंड में अशरीर
and then become bodiless in a second.
जब यह ड्रिल पक्के हो
When this drill is firm,
तब हर परिस्थिति का
you will be able to face every situation.
स्वमान अखंड
self-respect. I am an unbroken great donor. And for churn how to become an unbroken great donor while at work. Who is called a great donor? Who is called a great donor? While in yoga practice, I am a child of the bestower, an unbroken great donor. I am a child of the bestower, an unbroken great donor. The rays of all powers are coming on me. The rays of all powers are coming on me, and through me, they are falling on the globe. The rays of all powers are coming on me, and through me, they are falling on the globe. Many souls are experiencing themselves to be powerful. And many souls are experiencing themselves to be powerful. In today's Murli, Baba said, "You are Master Almighty Authority." We also have to remember this. Om Shanti. In Baba's unlimited home, in Baba's Shantivan, on behalf of respected Dadis, on behalf of Sister Santosh, unlimited welcome to all of you. The program details of today. In the evening from 5 to 6 p.m. there will be yoga, and Brother Ramlochan will give a class. The topic of the class is how to become a constant yogi, and the collective meditation will be held in the Diamond Hall. BK Colony and Shantivan Nivasi brothers and sisters collectively in the evening will be having yoga in Dade Meeting Hall. Whoever wants to give service cooperation in the museum, morning 8 a.m. to night 8 p.m. the museum will be opened. There is a counter beside the museum and you can contact them. There are Marathi magazines which are printed, and those brothers and sisters who want the Amrit Kumbha magazine, they can contact the counter of Amrit Kumbha. Now Sister Kavita and Sister Kusum from Mulund Center will sing a beautiful song, and we will all sit in Baba's remembrance. Om Shanti.
साकारी में प्यारा है वो देश जहाँ शिव बाबा है, जहाँ मेरे बाबा है। बाबा के लाडले हम पुरुषार्थ करे क्यों कम, हमें अब जाना है। एक याद तेरी होगी, दुनिया भूली होगी, जाते जाते बाबा एक खींच तेरी होगी। हर वक्त यही है ध्यान, बन जाऊं बाप समान, यही अब लगे लगे। करना है जहाँ परवेश, बड़ा प्यारा है वो देश जहाँ शिव बाबा है, जहाँ मेरे बाबा है। बाबा के लाडले हम पुरुषार्थ करे क्यों कम, हमें अब जाना है, हमें अब जाना है, हमें अब जाना है। ओम शांति।